What would you do if a powerful CEO laughed at your startup in front of an entire room of investors? Most people would give up, but not Ethan Carter. In today's inspiring story, you'll see how a hardworking single dad turned public humiliation into one of the biggest business success stories in America. From building a company in a small garage to receiving a staggering $2 billion buyout offer, Ethan's journey proves that determination can overcome any obstacle. If you enjoy motivational stories with powerful twists, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. And now let's get started. Ethan Carter adjusted the microphone and looked across the crowded conference hall in San Francisco. The annual Technology Innovation Summit had attracted investors, entrepreneurs, and executives from some of the biggest companies in the United States. For Ethan, this was the opportunity he had worked toward for years. As a single father raising his 8-year-old daughter Lily, he had spent countless late nights building his startup from a small garage behind his rented home. Every line of code represented a sacrifice, a dream, and a promise to create a better future for his family. When his turn came, Ethan confidently introduced his AI-powered logistics platform. He explained how the software could predict supply chain disruptions, reduce delivery costs, and help businesses operate more efficiently. The presentation was simple but backed by real data and successful pilot programs. Several audience members nodded with interest as he demonstrated the platform's capabilities. Then the question and answer session began. Sitting in the front row was Victoria Reed, the powerful CEO of a billion-dollar technology corporation. Known for her sharp opinions, she listened for a moment before raising her hand. With a smile that carried more skepticism than curiosity, she questioned whether a startup run from a garage could ever compete against established industry giants. When Ethan explained his long-term vision, Victoria laughed lightly and said, "That sounds more like a hobby project than a real business." A few people in the audience joined the laughter. Ethan felt the sting immediately. Months of preparation seemed to disappear in a single moment. Cameras captured the exchange and whispers spread through the room. Yet he remained calm instead of arguing. He thanked Victoria for her feedback and finished his presentation professionally. As he stepped off the stage, the embarrassment lingered, but so did his determination. Walking through the convention center, he pulled out a photo of Lily from his wallet, looking at her smiling. Face reminded him why he had started this journey. He made a silent promise that day. He would prove that great ideas are not measured by the size of the company behind them, but by the value they create. 2 years after the conference, Ethan Carter's life looked completely different. What had once been a small startup operating from a garage had grown into one of the most respected logistics technology companies in the United States. His AI platform was now used by major retailers, shipping companies, and manufacturers across the country. The system's ability to predict delays and optimize delivery routes had saved businesses billions of dollars. Investors who once ignored Ethan were now eager to partner with him, and industry experts regularly praised his company as one of the most innovative firms in the market. Meanwhile, Victoria Reed faced mounting pressure inside her corporation's headquarters in New York. Quarterly reports showed a troubling trend. Customers were leaving her company and switching to Ethan's platform. Every attempt to develop a competing product had fallen short. Market analysts warned that if the situation continued, her company could lose its leadership position within a few years. One morning, Victoria entered a board meeting expecting another discussion about recovery strategies. Instead, the board presented a surprising recommendation. After months of research, they concluded that acquiring Ethan's company was the most effective path forward. The proposed offer was staggering $2 billion. Victoria immediately remembered the young entrepreneur she had laughed at on stage years earlier. A week later, she sat across from Ethan in a modern conference room overlooking Manhattan. The atmosphere was professional but noticeably different from their first meeting. This time, Ethan was the one leading the discussion. Victoria presented the acquisition offer and explained why her company wanted to buy his business. Ethan listened carefully before glancing at the city skyline outside the window. He remembered the laughter, the doubts, and the difficult nights spent working while raising Lily alone. Then he smiled politely. The idea that had once been dismissed as a hobby project had become so valuable that one of the largest corporations in America was willing to pay billions for it. For Ethan, the moment was never about revenge. It was proof that persistence, hard work, and belief in a vision can transform rejection into remarkable success.